Hey, it's the Chubby Bartender Podcast with your host, Jason Gillum and Chad Reynolds. With a special guest each week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hey, we're back.
Look here.
We got Mr. Blake Weber, ladies and gentlemen, from Weber Farms.
Blake, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Cheers.
Good.
Damn wet behind the ear pup. Gosh,
Yeah,
guys,
this guy's-
how old are you, Blake?
19 years old.
19.
We can't drink with Blake.
Nah, we got the waters and the Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi. Hey, good job. You turned out Diet Pepsi down.
I have, dude. I haven't had since Arrington was on, I've not had a Diet Pop, which is my addiction. Shout out Dr. Arrington.
I enjoyed his.
I really did.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of good feedback about
Have you?
that.
Did you get a chance to listen to it?
I did.
What'd you think?
Pretty interesting.
Pretty interesting stuff, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. It is something that a lot of people hadn't really heard anything about, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that it intrigued a lot of people.
Now, you're a guy, I could probably ask you this.
Construction projects? Think Geiger Brothers of Jackson. All your construction and engineering needs. Scott Massey, friend of the program. Look him up. 740-286-0800. The Munn family with your local McDonald's of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, and MacArthur. Need I say more than pull in, get the app open, and pull in spot number 5, and let's go for number 6.
I know where you're headed.
Yeah, you do.
I know where you're headed.
You're probably just the guy. This just now hit me. So we were talking with Dr. Arrington before the show, and you have been in Weber Farms since what, 10 years old? We said.
Oh yeah, before that, really.
Okay, so what do you think about the stuff that they put into the ground and into let's just say you were a crop farmer, right? Okay. How much fertilizer did you throw on? Let's say so first of all, how many bushels of corn do you yield an acre?
I don't know exactly. That's more of a Brandon question.
Okay, yeah, okay, all right.
He's probably got it.
Yeah, he's probably got it right there.
Yeah.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, like Dr. Arrington was big into the natural foods and.
Organic.
Organic, as opposed to the fertilizers, pesticides.
Or opposed to junk food. He was
sure.
He thought it growing out of the ground. My personal thing is, I just wonder. I've been hung up on this. You think all that stuff that we're putting in this stuff is what's causing the cancer? Their corn is just huge compared to what it used to be.
Not personally.
Okay, why?
Just the way I see it at a whole different point than he does.
Well, no, he's not the one. I'm the one.
No, yeah. He's not. He didn't.
Yeah,
he
he didn't even think about it. But my thing is, as cancer rates just sky high. Everybody's had cancer or something. Now people are living long. There's lots to this, but it's just really the only thing changed in the last. As far as our consumption, there's been a lot of there's a lot more different types of consumption now. But at the same time, our base food groups are now manipulated by fertilizers.
We've got better.
Yeah,
They're bigger.
Yeah, more.
More.
You've had to produce so much because of the amount of people here. And,
right.
I just always wonder if that wasn't so.
The thing for me is always preservatives, what they put in it to make it stay fresh. I don't.
Okay, yeah. Not necessarily what you're doing to grow it. It's how do you preserve it?
Yeah, how do you get a tomato from Florida to Jackson, Ohio, and
green?
Yeah.
They're packed green on a semi.
Yeah. Bananas. I was thinking about that. How long has that damn banana been off that tree?
Well, I mean, he's got a good point there. I mean, I bet they're green as grass when they put them on.
Well, they'd have to be.
Yeah.
Where do bananas come from, Weber?
Not Weber Farms. Not Weber Farms.
Can't speak to anything other than not Weber Farms.
Yeah. You guys were big into what? Pumpkins?
Pumpkins, tomatoes. We got the greenhouses with the tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
You still doing it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I didn't think you guys were doing it anymore.
Yeah, we do about anything.
Huh. So what are you guys doing out there? Are you still involved with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you've gotten into entrepreneur. Here you are, 20 years old, and you've truly been an entrepreneur since you've been 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about it.
It all started with the farm. I mean, that's my mom and dad, they raised me all around the business. From a young age, going to the farmer's market, selling produce. We've done that since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Every Saturday, it was all at the farmer's market. most kids, they went out and done a lot of other stuff, and I was right there bagging produce or weighing green beans or, something like that. It just
Yeah, you've always been in that world, haven't you?
Did you take an interest in it early, or was it something that you looked at as like, damn, man, I want to go to that farmer's market?
At times, yes, but I mean, my dad's always told me since a young age, one day this will be, me and my brothers. It's something that
right.
We got to work towards.
So I mean, what sparked you into how old were you having to do math and stuff in your head at those farmers markets? Because it's not like you probably brought back when you started, they didn't have square and all that, so you had to kind of had to be somewhat smart,
So we try to keep everything even. Everything's $1, $2, and I was probably 10, 11 years old, and I would just do little money math. Just counting back people their change, and Deanna Bragg taught me how to count back change. I was 10, 11 years old counting people back their change, and they just couldn't believe it. That was something to them that was breathtaking. They said, "Wow!" They said, "We don't get that anywhere." So,
yeah, that'd be pretty neat. Just think, having to learn that, and then you start wheeling and dealing.
People double check me. They'd,
Yeah, I don't know that I could run a cash register right now.
I remember you used to upsell everybody, and I'd go down there at that farmer's market. You'd say, "Now, Pudge, you need these half runners now," or you was all the time upselling everybody.
You're a bigger boy. You need a pound, not a half pound.
So then, why'd you get into? Okay, let me ask you this. Well, I guess the farming thing is kind of seasonal.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, is that getting harder and harder out at the farm? Like, what's some of the things that's keeping that from, like, just growing like crazy? Just you guys you're good where it's at? Or, I mean.
Well, my dad works another job as well. Yeah. My dad works out of Chillicothe there. Yeah. And, it's hard to do so many things at once.
Yeah.
There's only so much time in a day and so much ground that we have,
Right.
But how many acres is Weber Farms?
About near 400.
I was going to say 3 something.
Yeah, three to 4.
Pretty good sized place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, how many pumpkins do you grow a year?
About a 10-acre field.
You don't know how many that is?
A lot.
A lot.
There's a lot. There's a lot that go to waste. I mean, honestly,
I'm sure,
the ones that no one picks or the small ones that we can't sell. I mean,
what do you do with those, man?
A lot of people want them for free for their deer.
Yeah.
They'll let the deer have them, or they'll they do a lot of different things with them. People come get them to make bulk pies and just different things. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say they're out there everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
See, Chad's just now getting into this food thing. We opened him up the other day.
Yeah. I don't know much about it at all.
Pudge, this is just a tidbit of info. The main suppliers of bananas in the U.S., Guatemala, Ecuador, Costa Rica, Colombia, and Honduras.
Not Weber Farms.
Oh, you got to. Hey, you just got to get them to the shelves quicker than they do. The closest one's Honduras.
Yeah.
Weber Farm or Weber Landscaping probably get hooked up with Weber Farm somehow.
Yeah.
Probably start like a banana business.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Change the climate.
Yeah. Get into banana. Yeah. I mean, all we got to do is a little. I mean, if climate change keeps going or whatever, they're trying to scare the shit out of us. And all that. I mean,
but when bananas go up, we know we're screwed.
Yeah. It's over. It's over. Yeah.
Just come out to Weber Farms. We'll hook you up with some bananas.
So did you? So when did you start this Weber landscaping? Gillum Insurance. We've got lots of things happening at Gillum Insurance. We have moved to 228 Broadway. Right now, guys, with COVID and the pandemic going on, don't be the one caught without life insurance. So give us a call, 740-395-0357. Hey, have you ever heard of AP Prep? Look them up at apprep.info. If you want to earn the day and be your best you, they got boxing classes. They got individual classes for your kids. So look those guys up at apprep.info in Chillicothe, Ohio. You'll be glad you did. Landscaping. Last summer?
Just last year, yeah.
So of 2021?
Yeah, that'd been my first full year in business.
First full year in business, how'd it go?
Pretty good, really. I went into it with open arms and ready to run,
Yeah.
That was my whole goal.
How did you land on that, man?
As far as starting?
Yeah. I mean, here you are. You're 19 years old, and you're obviously looking for a business to get in, right? So you graduate from high school. You're like, all right, what am I going to do? And landscaping. Tell us how'd that come about?
I was 16 years old. I was a sophomore at Buckeye Hills Career Center there. I got in contact with a guy. I seen him and he said, "You looking for a job?" And I said, "Well, possibly." And we got connected and I started working. And man, I loved it. It's something I really enjoyed. I worked for him until 2020, right before 21. winter hits and you're out of work. And his family, his family was just kind of like his boys.
Yeah.
They was getting older, and he kind of wanted to slow down.
Yeah.
So he told me, and I said, man, I got to do something. It's either, go find a job somewhere else or hit it hard. And I went for it. I took the leap.
Yeah. Yeah, that was nice. It treated you good, though, didn't it? I mean, your name hit Jackson pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, just the farm and everything, I kind of, I know a lot of people around town. And
Sure.
so that kind of gave us a big.
Then you got in there with Eddie. Gee.
Yeah, Eddie Hughes.
That's the best thing you could have done. It's almost worth doing his job for free because he'll take pictures.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Like he flexed in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
That helped me a bunch.
If you'd really wanted to do it right, you should have put mirrors in the mulch. He'd have been out there every day.
Yeah. You probably would.
If he'd have stuck mirrors in the mulch, he'd have been the best advertisement you ever asked for.
So do you think that the Weber Farms and all that? Do you think that helped you in starting your business? I mean, how long's the Weber Farms been around, man?
1835.
Yeah. So I mean, that's it's not new.
Yeah.
I mean, and
1835. So this is your what would that be to you? Jesus.
It'd be a couple greats.
Yeah, that'd be great, or
Every bit of that.
Yeah.
My great was in the 1900, like early 1900s.
Yeah, dude, that's unbelievable. That's awesome.
So that'd be like your great.
Yeah. That would be what you would call a legacy farm.
Wow.
That's got to be one of the oldest in Jackson, dude.
1835. Since how have you traced that back? Because I'm trying to think how I could even trace back to 1890.
Probably the deed on the farm, dude.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Andrew Jackson actually signed that deed.
No kid.
Wow.
Yeah. I just did a little finger math here. I think I'm the 7th or 8th generation.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
That
awesome.
would have been before we even were settled here.
Yeah, pretty close. Yeah, I mean, it would have been. They were early, bud.
Yeah, I bet it wasn't. I bet that wasn't even Jackson back in, was it?
I don't believe there was more little areas then.
Yeah.
The Webers come in 1830, and you had to be there 5 years to get established.
Yeah, before you could
Get establish your land. So you had to be there 5 years prior. Mm-hmm. But the Meldicks from Oak Hill, they come in 35, I think, when we got established. And then they lived with the Webers until almost 40, and they got their place established there in Oak Hill.
Okay.
So what would they do? Just like give you a track, or like it wasn't? I mean, what was it? Homesteading? Is that what it was doing? I mean, is that what you were doing?
Possibly. I mean, it's all been the same land.
I think you actually had to buy the land at first, right? But then you had to settle upon it, and there was like some sort of a waiting period or something, wasn't there? Like,
I'm not completely sure on that.
Yeah,
I know
I
it's
don't
pretty
know
much
either.
been the same the whole time.
Welsh? Are you Welsh?
I don't know.
That'd probably been. No, the Welsh was way before that.
who knows, man? I mean, dude, it was people were coming over, at that time.
Yeah.
A lot. And I mean, I got to think, and I'd be curious to know, and I'm throwing this out there, I don't know, but that's got to be one of the older farms in Jackson. I would think. Maybe not. I mean, correct us. I don't know, but that's got to be one of the
That's probably
older
the
ones,
oldest is still intact.
I would think so. I mean, you're talking about 8 generations, dude.
Absolutely.
I'm just thinking back to the local history that I know. There's nothing past 1890 that I know of. I mean, they might have got into maybe Bob Irvin or one of those guys has got into some of that.
I'd love to hear some of that.
I think even that, like Morgan's, maybe I'm wrong, like Morgan's Raid and all that stuff, I don't think that was like all that long ago.
That was in the 1860s during the Civil War.
Yeah, so I mean, but still, he's talking before that.
He's talking pre-Civil War, dude.
Yeah. My God, what would it have been like here then?
Yeah.
I wonder what they were farming. They just living.
Not absolutely sure on that, but on Weber Road there, Chris Smalley has a barn, and there's actually a bullet hole from the Morgan's
Raiders.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Really?
I've seen that, yeah.
So they come right through the farm. I mean, they had to come through our land. So
Really?
yeah.
That's pretty damn cool.
yeah. Yeah.
See, back in it would have all just been, I mean, it ain't like that would have been out in the country back then. I mean, what we're
was all
sitting in, we're country.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That should almost, you guys should almost like do some sort of like reenactment of like maybe Ohio's, one of Ohio's oldest farms.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You'd probably supply the horses and stuff.
No, I'm out of that game.
Oh, okay.
I'm out of that game. Well, I'm still in it. I'm still feeding them, but I ain't riding them much.
Give Jerry Henderson a call.
Jerry is your guy. So, what's your big plans? Have you had any hurdles, man?
We hit a rabbit hole there.
Yeah.
So tell us about the evolution of the landscaping business and what clicked in your head and how did it get started and how's it going?
At 19, you think, well, I'll just start working, and then someone says, hey, are you insured? Or, hey, do you have an LLC? Or are you bonded? And you're like, Well, I can be, but
I got a mower.
yeah. And then the end of the year hits, and you go pay them taxes, and there's a lot more than what you think.
Sure.
Getting a logo designed, and getting all that stuff. It's just it's a lot more. Yeah, it's a lot more than what you would think.
Did you learn by trial and error? I mean, did you mess up a little bit and say, "Ooh, got to get that corrected"? Or?
Absolutely. You learn from your mistakes, and you have people around you that really want to see you succeed and have your back, and they help you. They help you get that stuff. Hey, you are insured, and you are.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that you're learning some really valuable lessons at a really young age.
Man, I mean, can you imagine you start your business at age of 19?
Oh, I couldn't have.
I mean,
I was a complete dumbass at age 19.
Me too, dude. I mean, I did not have the capacity to do so at that time.
No, there's no way. I know why you can. I mean, you've been doing it so long. It's just second nature to you at this point.
Yep.
Now the next feat for you will be not getting burnt out on it, because you've already got 10 years under your belt, pretty much.
Absolutely.
Dealing with people all the time can be, You've probably been overwhelmed at times.
I have. Just the other day I went and looked at it was either 9 to 10 jobs in one day. You talk to 9 or 10 different people, and every house is different, and they all want different things, and everybody has a different style. And I was anywhere from Wellston, 3 or 4 in Jackson, Scioto County, Pike County.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just you're all over.
Yeah. How are you advertising? Just referrals?
Referrals, a little bit of Facebook stuff.
Yeah.
Just people. There's other guys in Jackson. There's a lot of different crews, and your crew might be big into mowing, but not the landscaping. And I'll throw you some yards, and they'll have the same for me for landscaping. I just you got to kind of pat everybody's back.
Yeah,
You got to be for everybody and try to help everybody, and they'll do the same for you. I mean, it's been really good. I made some good contacts through some different companies.
Yeah,
and we help each other out. I do some subcontracting work through other companies. When they get busy, they'll just call me and hey, go do this job. And
are you mowing at all?
I don't mow at all, actually. I dropped all my yards. I'm just hardcore hitting the landscapes.
Yeah.
Now, are you doing more commercial business or residential?
Both.
Okay.
I can do either or.
Okay.
Just depends on what you got.
Right.
But mainly residential stuff.
Okay.
Around homes and garages or whatever.
Yeah. Huh. What are you using for design work? How are you staying up with that? Like, how are you keeping up? Are they giving you the ideas, or you giving them the ideas?
Like if I go around, we'll just look at the house, and you've got this siding, or you've got just what's around the house. If you got a blank canvas, hey, do you like this plant, and what plants do you like? And
you have like a catalog, or
I've got a lot of pictures on my phone just because I do a lot of stuff through the Amish, and they're not real big on the picture stuff. So I'll take pictures. Like at the beginning of the year, just the other day, I went to the greenhouse, and I got pictures of all the good landscaping plants. And a lot of times I'll just show a customer, hey, do you like this, or stuff that I have people that just want deer resistant stuff, so I'll show them all the deer resistant things.
Yeah.
And I can make like a drawing of the house and like what the bed and what it'll have in it, and kind of make it look like. So you get a drawing and stuff.
You do that on CAD?
I don't actually. I haven't found a good CAD program I liked. It don't look right either. I mean, it kind of looks grainy, and it doesn't look exactly like it's going to turn out.
Yeah.
But I do a lot of stuff on paper. You just kind of have to and ignore the white
There
lines.
would have to be some software out there. I mean, as a young business owner, that's one thing where you can really distance yourself. I mean, if you're slick on that technology.
And I'm not actually.
Yeah, it's you got to have it, man.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with it.
How many employees do you have, man?
It's just me right now.
One.
Yeah.
And it's your favorite employee.
Yeah.
That's the way it works, man. Yeah.
And that's the biggest hurdle is, it's but just me. It's just myself I'm having to manage. I'm not having to.
Yeah.
You're
not worried about somebody calling off for a day or not showing up or all that stuff.
The schedule's made.
There's a lot to going into an employee. All the extra stuff and steps you have to take. It's the workers' comp and the other stuff you have to. It's not just, hey, buddy, let's go work. There's a lot more that goes to it. That you don't.
You just want to cringe whenever you have somebody say, "Oh yeah, I just pay those guys cash," and it's like, "Oh my God, they'll own you."
Boy, that's not good.
Yeah. Well, where can they find you at, man?
Just my personal Facebook. Really, I don't even have a business. I don't even use a business.
What?
I know.
Come on, Blake.
Gee whiz, man. You got to get on this stuff. Tyler will set you right up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Anything else you want to tell them?
Just give me a call.
Give you a call. What's the number?
740-395-3493.
3493 740-395-3493. Blake Weber, ladies and gentlemen. Weber
Get
Landscaping.
LLC.
Give this gentleman a call.
Yeah. It's that
that's
time of
nice.
year. It's
It
that time
is.
of year. So
If you need somebody, call this guy.
call Blake. So,
Yeah.
all right. Hey, hit that like and subscribe.
Yep.
See you
Like
next
and
time. See.